Hi, Birmingham. I've never been called a bastion before. I wondered where that was going then. I'm quite glad that's where it ended. You look great. You look amazing. So I'm not one of our performance acts. I'm actually going to speak about some of this stuff. But now that I've got this on, I feel like I'm Madonna, right? When we came on stage this morning, I was like, the lights. I started to do jazz hands. Just couldn't help myself. So I'm actually going to, I can't believe I'm doing this because this is like one of those dreams where you think, oh, and we had no clothes on, right? But I'm going to start with a little sing-along. So please join in with me, okay? So first, let's clap our hands, right? Clap. 3. It's the magic number. Come on, you all know it. 3. It's the magic number. One more time. 3. It's the magic number. Okay. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Out in all good record shops at Christmas. Right. 4 is the magic number. From beginning, middle, and end to left, right, and centre to upper, middle, and the stalls, the cheap seats. The 3 degrees, the 3 musketeers, the 3 little pigs, snap, crackle, and pop. Scoring a hat-trick for Everton. That's one of my dreams. Our experience, and to some extent our precondition, is primed toward the 3, the Trinity, the triptych, the third way. But here's the news. We are heading into economy 4.0, and on the cusp of the 4th industrial revolution. It's time for a 4th way. But what does that mean? Okay, well, currently we are stuck in this binary system of thinking. It's the thinking that governs the yes, no, in, out, left, right of our current political system. The key binary underpinning this thinking is this one, the separation of economic and social, where economic is almost exclusively defined as fiscal, financialized, money, cha-ching. And the social inclusion stuff on the other side is this fluffy little nice thing that people do in their spare time. And then we have the third way thinking. This is like the middle ground, the fence sitters. Let's call this the Lib Dem space. First of all, there's a lot of people making a lot of money in this space, in mediating the message between one to another. But also it's full of these terms like placemaking, community development, regeneration, engagement, etc., etc. Let's step back and think about what these things mean. In engagement, don't 2 positions have to be at distance? Don't you actually have to have separation to engage? In placemaking, who or what is doing the making? In community development, is the community doing the developing or is it being passively developed? Innovation districts, creative quarters, because you're only innovative or creative when you're in that space. And inclusive growth, the current darling of the policy world. Much like anything that's branded easy, anything usually isn't easy. In my experience, inclusive growth is anything but inclusive. So when we step back and think about what these terms actually mean, in fact, they are upholding this binary. So people might say, well, what do the words matter? But they matter very much because when you think about it, that is the money on that side and no money on this side. This is inequality in action. So what I like to think about now is oh, that's not the right slide. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. Sorry, they're in the wrong order. Is this 4th way thinking. So what 4th way thinking does is step back from this binary, dismiss this kind of consensus of the middle ground, and create a human space, a whole space, which has no part in this easy distinction stuff and no part in this passive-aggressive neutrality of the third way, but creates this room for multifaceted pluralism and human growth. Now, I don't know which slide is going to come next, so I might have to... Here we go, okay. So before I said we were on the cusp of the 4th industrial revolution. Now, if you're anything like me, you'd have nodded sagely at that comment and thought, must Google what 2 and 3 were, but here they are. So like the steam, electric, and automation that powered the 3 revolutions before it, this revolution is powered by innovation. What people usually think of when they think of innovation is IT, digital, tech, AI, all of that. And that is tech-tastic, that's great, right? But like all of the other 3, it is powered by people. And to back that up, here's the World Economic Forum's top 10 skills for 2020. These are the skills that are going to power Revolution 4.0. Complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, the top 3, innately human skills, and 4, since we're talking about 4, people management. It's not all about coding. And yet we are still stuck in the paradigm of the first industrial revolution. This is the realm of productivity, of preparation for life in a faceless labour market, of the northern powerhouse. What is that? Northerners powering someone's house in the Maldives? Probably. Now, a lot of my work has been about unpicking some of this binary thinking and binary language. This is something that I wrote on inclusive growth a couple of years ago. Inclusive growth proved more challenging, bringing with a problematic and inherent paradox. Can growth exist if it is anything but inclusive? What I have diplomatically, and I think very eloquently, tried to say in 70-odd words, I can say in 4, you won't be surprised to know it's 4. I'm going to swear now, but I've cleared it with my mother this morning on the phone, so it's fine. The 4 words are, inclusive growth is bollocks. Right? It's bollocks, and we need to call it out. We need to call it out alongside placemaking, community development, any of that. And I'm very sad that your mayor couldn't stay with us to hear this bit today, right? Because it's okay to tell me about your GDP and your productivity and your startups and what a successful economy you are, but homelessness, malnutrition, child poverty, not low productivity. This is the sign of a failing economy. If you cannot house and feed your citizens, you are a failing economy, not a successful one. Now, this might not look very interesting to you, but believe me, it's the golden nugget in this. This is the Nobel Prize, right? What we need to do is to rethink where we are heading in terms of growth. We cannot use the term growth without thinking what that actually means, because what it means at the moment is accumulation of wealth for some people and accumulation of debt for other people. Thank you. Thank you. This is like the virtual reality experience of economics, right? Because what it does is put you inside economics. This is a new value system where the destination is not this accumulation of wealth. Growth is not that. It's sustainability. Because sustainability of our planet is not something we do in our spare time. This is a new model which allows for contribution. So instead of extractive economies, this is about a contributory model where people can give to place and place can give to people. Now, I've opened the door to the 4th way now, right? So you're going to start to see 4s. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. This is just around the corner from my house in Manchester, but I swear it wasn't me going out with a spray camera. So there's no 3 magic wishes to end this talk, but there's 4 things that I want you to do, although they're all called 1 here. I don't know if Andrew's been playing with my slides. There's 4 of them. Number 1, recognize the binary bollocks. Right? When you see this, it's very easy to do because what they do is take 1 from economic and 1 from social. So you get good work, community wealth building, this kind of thing. Yeah, you can see it, you can see what it is. Call it out. Whenever you hear a civic leader talking about an inclusive growth strategy, community placemaking exercise, call it out and ask them directly, what do you mean? Join us in our new Twitter campaign, Taking the 4th. And hashtag it, hashtag BB, hashtag binary bollocks, hashtag what do you mean? When you are faced with a binary choice, a yes, no, an in, out, and us, them, step back, recognize it for what it is, recognize the 3rd way, and choose the 4th way. Because 4.0 is just around the corner, and 4 is the magic number. Thank you.